All right, guys, got the evening started. As you can tell, it is raining right now. Spark sent me an offer, $56.95, which of course sounds amazing, but this order was in another city, too far away. Miles on it was 33.5 miles, plus there are 10 drop-offs, so I would have to drive to that location, get all 10 orders, and then have 33.5 miles to drop off where I'm located. Not even worth it. Ubereats sent me an offer, which I haven't picked up from this restaurant in a while, $7.43 for 3.4 miles. Then they sent me an add-on, same restaurant, $5.24 for an additional 1.1 miles. Now, I typically like to take orders above $6, but this isn't a bad offer. $5.24, close enough. Miles are super low, plus it's at the same restaurant, so I'll be able to get both orders and get these orders dropped off. A good way to get the wheels to moving this evening. Now, this particular restaurant, I actually picked up there many times, but I haven't picked up from this restaurant in a while. And probably a few weeks back, I read somewhere that an employee had gotten stabbed multiple times, and this is like a, you know, a nicer restaurant. I guess the story is somebody was in there, took a customer's food, and the employee confronted this person that took the customer's food. Well, the person he confronted ended up stabbing the employee multiple times. Sounds like the employee survived. They had to go hunt down this guy that did this. It's just awful because I pick up from here a lot, so hopefully the employee's okay. I don't know who it was, but yeah, very sad that things are like that. Somebody trying to help out a customer and then ends up getting stabbed. So super unfortunate situation. We're gonna go in there and hopefully both orders are ready and get these wheels to move in tonight. Have you been helped?
Yes, thanks. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. I have 2 pickups, Grace T and Keela K.
Okay.
Awesome. And we got the names. Perfect. Thank you. You too. All right, guys, got both orders. They were ready, which is awesome. Customer is 6 minutes, 2 miles. Now, they did leave some notes. It says, do not knock, thanks, which I've mentioned before. I don't knock or ring the doorbell unless the customer specifies. They also said to please leave on chair and to also please double check address on the house. They might have in the past had their order delivered to the wrong address, which can be frustrating. I've said this also before. When dropping off, don't always rely on the pinpoint. Sometimes it can be off or a little funky. Always double check with your eyes that you are indeed at the right address. Now we're gonna go get this order dropped off and keep these wheels to moving. All right, first order's dropped off, easy to find out. It is really dark back here. There's still light out, but there are so many trees where my last drop off is. It looks like it's like dark out here, but it isn't. There's still a little bit of light out. Next customer, 4 minutes, 1.4 miles. Now it is a meet at door because I do need to get a pin from them. And this happened to me the other day. The guy didn't know his pin. If that ever happens to you, it's usually the last 4 digits of their phone number. It works every time. Just in case you run into that issue, we're on our way. Oh, hi there, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good, and do you have your pin?
Hey babe, give a pin?
Yeah. Thank you.
She also said she gave a $5 tip, but she wanted to give a $6 tip, so.
Oh, that's very kind of you guys. Thank you, have a good night. All right, guys, both orders are now dropped off. Like I said, last order was a meet at door. Messaged the customer that I was on my way. Also messaged them when I had arrived. So I'm walking up to the door and I'm getting ready to knock, and the door opens up. The customer's there. He had to ask his wife for the pin, got the pin, and also said that his wife had tipped $5 but wanted to make it $6. And he gave me $1 cash tip, which was super thoughtful of them. I am heading back towards where all of my restaurants are, hoping to line up another order And you guys know, keep the wheels to moving. All right, guys, a few offers have came in. Sparks sent me some offers, but they're in another city, 20-30 minutes out. Not even worth going out there trying to get a Spark offer within my area for reasonable pay and reasonable miles. But DoorDash sent me an offer, $6.25, but the miles were no good. 10.3 miles. That is just a backwards offer, too far out for $6.25. That was an absolute no. Then Ubereats decided to come back through, $8.02 for 4 miles, a lot more reasonable offer for Chick-fil-A, which I am here right now. Now this Chick-fil-A, it looks busy, so hopefully the order is ready. This location always is pretty busy. I have another location that's so-so, but this one always tends to be busy, probably because it's next to the freeway. People just get off and get their food, and everybody wants their dinner. So we're gonna go in there hoping the order is ready. We're heading in. Hi, picking up an order for Nikki. Nikki? Yes.
We do have Nikki.
You do? Perfect. And there's some drinks?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right, so I go in there and I'm sure you guys see this location still has the little barrier. There is an employee there that is handing out the driver's orders. My other Chick-fil-A, you can just go up there and get your order, but obviously this location must be having problems with orders disappearing. Order was ready and that's all that matters, and there was a bunch of drinks. Got the drinks, so all is well. Customer is in an apartment. They left their apartment name, which is much appreciated, especially if there's multiple apartment complexes around them. They also, it is a leave at door, but they also left a note to please ring the doorbell. So we will be ringing the doorbell after the order's dropped off. We are on our way, 7 minutes, 2.3 miles. All right, another smooth drop off thanks to the customer's note. So their apartment complex is off of like a busier road. So thankfully, I mean, I probably would have found it. I usually do, but it helps when they give the name of their apartment complex, because I'm coming down the road and I can see the sign for the apartment complex. So I know to get prepared for a turn. GPS took me right to their building, which I love how accurate that is. Easy drop off, dropped off the order, rang the doorbell just as the customer had requested. She messaged me, thank you, so all is well. Tonight is just one of those rainy, dark nights. It is Oregon, I'm used to it. You know, our weather's been like nice, and then it's been like cold, and then some rain, but it's just one of those drizzly, it just hasn't even stopped. It just keeps coming down. The orders have been all right, haven't had to do a whole lot of declining, which is nice. So we're gonna see what else we can find. You know, when it rains, you know, it rains here all the time, so I don't feel like the orders are like drastically different, like these massively big paying orders like we would possibly see when it snows here, because we don't get a lot of snow. We get snow here and there. So, you know, like wherever you live, if the weather's like completely, if you're in a hot sunny state and it starts pouring down rain, you're probably going to see higher paying offers. So with us having the rain, it's not that big of a difference. We're all used to it. You would think that the offers would be a lot bigger because it's raining out. We have to, you know, deliver in this dark, drizzly, rainy night. But it isn't the case. I mean, you'll get them here and there, but it's not like a huge difference. I remember one summer, the heat was, I think it was like 114. It was a couple of years ago, and I remember I was doing like nighttime deliveries. Drive-throughs were super long. Some restaurants were being shut down because it was just super hot, and the offers then were really, really good. Like all the offers that were coming in were worth sitting in line, because the line was moving within reason, but the pay was super, super worth the wait and stuff. So made a lot of good money when the weather's like that. So let me know if you've delivered in in any extreme weather and how the pay was. I'm sure the pay was a lot more noticeable than your typical orders that you get, but let me know. We're gonna get out of this apartment complex, see what else we can get. All right, guys, remember I said I haven't had to do a lot of declining? Well, I think I just jinxed myself. I ended up having to do a lot of declining, bad offer after bad offer after bad offer. You would think some decent offers would come in. It is raining. It is dark. It's one of those nasty nights. Yeah, so I'm going to save you on some of the declines. I eventually finally got something reasonable. Here's just a couple. Ubereats sent me an offer, $3.06 for 1.6 miles. Absolutely not. DoorDash sent me an offer, $7 for 7.9 miles. That's a no-go. And then get this, Ubereats then sends me another offer, $6.08. Now that would be great if it was just a couple of miles, but it was not. It was for 13.7 miles. That is just a completely backwards offer, not even worth it. And again, it is dark, nasty, rainy out here. Just one of those nights, and these are the offers that I started getting. Held out as I usually do. I ended up getting an offer from Grubhub. Believe it or not, it has been a while, Grubhub. It has been a while. Now, for those of you guys that do Grubhub, do you find that Grubhub constantly logs you out? I'm always having to log back in and remember what my password is, and I'm always having to reset my password. Do you guys have the same problem? Let me know. Anyways, I am here at the restaurant, and the order is for $6.16 for 3.7 miles. We're gonna go in there and check on this order, but I'm just like, you know, things were going smooth, and then, you know, after I got done saying what I was saying to you guys last, all of a sudden these horrible offers are coming in, and you would think that they would be a lot better having us deliver in our vehicles to bring them their food in the rain, but you know, it is what it is. I finally got something reasonable. We're going in there. Let's check on this order, and hopefully it's ready. Hi, I have a pickup for Charles W. with Grubhub. Awesome, thank you. All right, order was ready. It looks to be some soup or something, which would be perfect for this weather. Customer 9 minutes, 2.8 miles. Now they did leave a note, but I'm not exactly sure what it means. It's like a name of something. Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's an apartment building or a business. It's one of those things. I guess we'll find out when we get there. We're on our way, 9 minutes, 2.8 miles. I know it is. It's here, huh? I'm getting used to it. Yes. All right, there you are. Fabulous. Have a good night. Thanks. All right, guys. Sure enough, it was an apartment. So I pull up, and I've delivered over in these apartments before. They all look very similar. You have to pay attention to the number. I mean, the GPS took me here. There is no parking. There are other drivers around. I don't know if they're Uber drivers. You'll see them kind of pull up in the road. Hazards on. They're here for a minute. Seen a DoorDash driver come out, but there is nowhere to park. I'm kind of funky parked, but not in the road because you don't want to block traffic or block other people in. But I'm looking at the notes. There's no apartment number. There's no, you know, text me, I'm here. There's nothing. And I'm like looking around to see maybe somebody down here. Not seeing anybody. So I'm calling the customer. I'm going to go wait by the door. And I'm parked in front, but I'm calling, and here comes somebody kind of like looking around as, you know, customer one, and I'm like, are you waiting for an order? And they were like, yes. Are you here for so-and-so? And I'm like, yes. I guess they sent their friend down to come get the order. So all worked out super well, but at first I'm like, okay, how am I going to get in here? You know, usually you can find the name on the call box, but sometimes that can be kind of difficult. course, I prefer a code if possible. But anyways, it worked out, which is awesome. And I can get out of this funky parking spot. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. So appreciate you guys riding along with me as always. And of course, if you guys did enjoy the ride along, please give the video a like, consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Bye guys.